Hey guys, welcome to another Lunchtime review. Today I'm going to try one of these new Red Baron pizza melts. This one is the Supreme. It is crispy toast topped with pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese, pepperoni made with pork, chicken, and beef, sausage made with pork, chicken, and green and red peppers and onions. So, looks pretty decent. We bought these at Kroger. They were $3.33, crispy from the microwave. 5.98 ounces or 170 grams for the sandwich. It's one single melt in here. 440 calories per sandwich, per melt. There's your other stuff for you. Okay, you can do this in conventional oven, and they may actually be better in the oven. We don't do ovens, we do microwave, so there you go. So we're going to remove the product from the carton and discard clear plastic overwrap. Center frozen product on a silver crisping tray and place on a large microwave safe plate. Place in the center of the microwave and cook on high for 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes. I usually don't go too far because the bread gets hard. My microwave is a pretty stout microwave, so I usually go 230 for the bread products. Product is ready when cheese is melty. Remove product and let cool for at least 2 minutes before serving. Fold the two slices of bread together, topping facing inwards, and enjoy. Product is hot. Okay. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, you can see it's got pepperoni and peppers and cheese and sauce. Actually, both sides pretty much have the same thing. I bet you anything else goes down the assembly line, they just drop the same stuff on there. So I'm going to get this out of the plastic, put it on a paper plate, and I'll be back. All right, here it is out of the microwave, and I just took it off the tray, basically. It did leak a little bit on the edges, so you do want to make sure you put it on a paper plate. You won't see it on this one because I used a different plate, but I actually used a paper towel because these plates really have a really high side on them and they won't set flat. I wanted it to set flat, so I ended up putting on a paper towel, but it does run over an edge. You want to put it on something in your microwave so you're not cleaning it up. But this is what it looks like. You can see it basically looks the same on both sides. So I'll be back once it's cooled off in a minute. All right, now I know it says in the directions to put them together. I've never eaten the sandwiches like any of these kind of toasted sandwiches like that. It's just a lot easier to eat just one half at a time. Plus it lets me know basically how many calories I've eaten. Both sides have the same things on them. So it really doesn't make any difference if they go together. You're just getting twice of everything, including the bread. So the flavors should be exactly the same. Both sides have sauce on them, both sides have cheese, both sides have peppers, both sides have onions. Both sides have sausage and pepperoni, so it really doesn't matter. Flavor-wise, the ratios are basically the same, regardless of whether you eat half or the whole thing at one time. But when you put it together, it's just a lot harder to eat. I'd much rather pick it up like a slice of pizza, like this, and just eat it, than to put it together as a sandwich, and you got this really hard bread kind of cutting into your mouth. This bread is pretty decent. The edges are a little firm, but it's not too bad. The cheese is good and melted, so that's good. So anyway, also had to comment about if I toasted it, if I left it in the microwave longer, it would have toasted the bottom better. And you can see it's a very light toast. I know my microwave pretty well. If I leave it in here any further, the bread may be toastier, but it'll also be very hard on the edges and where you can't hardly eat it. So, every microwave is different. You know your microwave. I know my microwave. There you go. So here we go. I'm going to try this spot right here. It's got a little pepperoni. It's got peppers. It's got sausage. It's got plenty of cheese on it. I'll tell you what I taste more than anything is the peppers, which I love peppers. I taste more peppers than anything. The pepperoni wasn't, I think I got a little sauce from the pepperoni, but spice from the pepperoni, but I didn't really get the flavor of the pepperoni. I'm mostly tasting pepper. Let me try a bite that doesn't have as many peppers on it. That bite I got a little bit more of the pepperoni. Now that pepperoni has a little spice to it, like a little tingle in the back of your throat. I like that. There's really no sauce on here. I'm looking at both pieces. It must be a very thin layer of sauce because I see a little pink on the, like right next to the bread on this one, and the same for this one. I see just a little bit on the bottom. It's not much. So they didn't put as much sauce as they would on their pizzas. Flavor-wise, it's pretty good. The edges are good and tender. The bottom, like I said, You can hear it's a little toasted. So that's not bad. I wish the sausage and the pepperoni had a little bit more of that sausage pepperoni flavor. But then again, I wouldn't want them to take away the peppers either. So, you know, give or take. It's good. It's not like the best sandwich I've ever had, but it is good. I like the flavors of the pepperoni when you're not getting a ton of peppers in it. The sausage I really can't taste at all, though. I mean, unless I picked up a piece of sausage by itself and ate it. By itself, tastes really good. When it's mixed with everything else, I really can't taste it. Where they're short on is the flavor. Like I said, the flavor. I wish there was a little bit more flavor in their sausage, especially when it goes with mixed in with everything else. I wish it had more sauce on it, though. It really has very. I mean, you can see there's just hardly anything. I pulled the cheese off right there, and there's just very little sauce on there. Okay, here's a perfect example. I just pulled that pepperoni up. You can see the bread is a reddish tint, but there's actually no sauce on it. So they need to up their sauce quite a bit. And like I said, the pepperoni has the spices, but you really don't taste the pepperoni. So I think it's good. I don't think it's like spectacular. I definitely think it's worth trying out. If you get them in your area, try them out. If you want to put it together as a sandwich, then feel free. I just don't need them that way, but I think your flavors will be the same. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. I do think it's good. I just don't think it's like extraordinary or really, really good. I think it's just an average sandwich meal. So it's good. Definitely worth trying out if you get them in your area, but it's not spectacular. So, anyway, hope you enjoy this video, and thanks for watching.